do though is I have all these 1-inch magnets. I'm gonna do 2 things with 1 inchers, and maybe something small in the middle. And it'll be really, it's gonna be so fucking powerful. I realized you can just scale it up a little bit, and I know with all of the surplus I have here, I mean, literally hundreds of these things. And then what I do, so like, here's a stack. I can just take that stack and pretty much do whatever I want with that. You know, I can make the strength that much greater or less in little increments. You know, so we'll have to figure it out. But that's cool. So really, 1 inch. If I take 6 of those, that's 1 inch by 3/4. So if I do that, you're just gonna fucking zip those things out of there. Putting them here, I'm starting to understand how the magnetic fields are. That's when I get the most push. Yeah. And it's like, I've got so many of those fucking on hand here that they're just like sitting, you know, just sitting there, they're doing nothing. So it's like all this stuff, it's like I'm actually using, and I'm going through my wood too, which is cool because now I actually know what I need, what I don't need, what I like, what I don't like, what's a pain in the ass, or what isn't, you know. Now when I reorder, I know exactly what I need. It's cool, it's all been good. But this too, so like the stealth bomber.
Oh, that's cool. And then, you know, we sell those things at air shows and stuff.
Do you go to those?
Oh, yeah, I used to love it.
Would that be something you'd be into doing?
Yeah.
Alright. Because I want to do, I've got like a bunch of shows I want to try to do too. It wouldn't be one of those. I mean, it would be cool to do, but if that's what you do, man, we should set you up and do it, make a really fucking cool one.
Yeah.
I gotta look at some pictures. I remember you have a really cool picture of one taken off from Guantanamo, I think.
Yeah. From
somewhere
in Cuba.
Cuba, right? Okay, that's right. That'd be cool. This too would be like that. This would sort of be a counterpart to that. I mean, they would be part of the same sort of line, right? Cool. But then these dude, it's like I love getting caught up in this shit. And it's not shit at all. I love it, but I think the game is good. You know, I mean, I don't like games that much, and I don't play them that much. You know, but I think people like that, so I want to do that.
Oh, people definitely like that game. I told you to get booty calls for your game.
It's funny.
Well, not really. I mean, dudes call me up.
My beer here? Yeah, that's right. Yes. Put mine there. All right, so I'm doing this, huh?
You're doing this. You're doing this.
I gotta put on a sweatshirt or something.
All right.
Come like April 1st or 2nd every year, I'm convinced that it's summertime.
I know, man.
I don't put a jacket on, and I don't like ever prepare for even like sort of cold weather.
I'm with you. I'm totally with you. I was.
In the reality here, man, it's like until June. It could be.
Doesn't make any sense. Sad. Okay, so we'll give it one twist.
Dude, the stealth bomber, that's awesome.
That'd be cool.
It's a V, right?
Pretty much.
You'd have to, that would be tricky, but I don't think it's not doable.
And, I mean, it wouldn't have
What if it didn't point north? I mean, it can point north. And
if it pointed north, it would be more practical, and people in the military would dig that.
Oh, good point.
If it didn't point north, that's kind of cool. But it's such a cool thing, and if the piece is made really well, it looks cool from every angle. So no matter where in your house it is.
What kind of frame would you see on that? Oh, you know what I want to do with this? When this one is perfected, I want to. This can get really complicated, and I kind of don't want to let it get that way. But all right, so you got some sort of half arc that holds it, right?
Yeah.
And attached to that is a circle like this that it sits within.
That's
And then you can even do a little dial within that has the cardinal directions kind of etched or inlaid in there.
Wow.
And the slots where it would spin, so you could actually, when you find north, you can point that to north, so it shows you true north.
That's high end, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't. I don't think it would be. That wouldn't be the hard part. Let me just put it to you that way.
Yeah.
That's just additional stuff that. Once you know the technique, it's really easy to do. Probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know the technique yet, but I'll learn that, man.
Yep. I do know that. All right, check this out. You're a righty, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Even though I was trying to solder lefty at first.
All right.
I guess we'll try and do the gravity thing, because that seemed to work. You kind of, well, yeah, it always does. I mean, you kind of hold the piece under the solder and run the tip just right at the very tip, and take a little while for that solder to get hot. Once it gets hot, it's going to start moving quick.
Okay.
So you
got to chase it.
You kind of chase it, and push it down onto here, and then just coat it, kind of like painting with the very tip of that.
Okay.
And if the ball of solder sticks to it, take it. If the ball sticks there, just put it down here, knock it off, start over.
I'm scared.
Right.
Okay. I can't see it.
All right. Right there, right above that ball of solder, it's on your thing there.
Where is it?
It's on your tip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just
Jesus.
keep on rubbing that off. You need to get all that off, because otherwise, when you try to solder again, that
do
will
this?
expand also. I wouldn't do that too much.
Sorry.
Just drag it now. Yeah. You can drag it across the dry spot too, because that'll help pull some of it off. It actually helps. I don't have one, but if
A grinder?
some sandpaper, I wouldn't use a grinder.
I got a ton of sandpaper, man. Bottom drawer. No, right there, right here. It used to be over there. That's like 600 grit right there. There's got to be like just some. There you go. 180.
Yeah, just kind of.
Oh yeah. Let me try this.
Yeah, it's, kind of get that tip. Shouldn't be too shiny. No, that's pretty good. That's all right. Then it's all right to bend your little solder snake back where you want it. But see what I mean? Once it starts to go, it just moves, right? It's weird, right?
It's way fast.
Oh yeah.
Way faster than I ever imagined it would be.
It's like just little touches. Just try to get it quick. It's trying to build up on the back of your piece again. On the back of your tool.
Wow.
Why would it be doing that?
Am I going too fast or too slow?
I think you're hitting it with too much heat too quick. So you're just looking at the very, very tip of that thing, just touching the very tip of this.
Okay.
Right. And not like, you're not hitting the piece, you're just hitting the solder. Because the piece will conduct a lot more heat, I think, and kind of. Okay. Now, actually, you know what? You might be able to use what is on the tip right now, because that's not too much.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, because if you have a little bit, I didn't realize you didn't have that much on there. So if you have a little bit, it's all right. You usually make it work. And you could touch the screw with your fingers, because it won't be that hot.
I thought I just deposited some burning metal on my finger.
Oh, if you did that, then that's fine. There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah, bro.
There you go.
This is awesome. That's all I need. I mean, any more than that would be overkill. Well, I may try to get the other side of it a little.
Yep.
No, that's perfect. Holy shit. And then you can technically grind it a little bit. Just not that you grind it, but like if it's discolored a little bit, hit it with some sandpaper, some steel wool or something.
Something to knock it down just a little bit. Yep.
Damn.
And when you get really good, my grandma was able to. She could like paint a circuit board. She did circuit boards for.
This is all circuit boards are made out of?
Yeah, solder and
Wire.
That's it. Well, to resistors and things like that, and transistors and stuff.
It's amazing nanotechnology too. They're getting down to like such small parts that
I can't even imagine that.
I'm gonna set this thing down. Actually, can I turn it off for a minute?
Of course, yeah.
Do I just unplug it?
Yep, unplug it and let it sit for a while.
I've got a wood burner. It's like that,
Yeah.
but I can't